Okay, so I got a few questions about blood flow and the lack of explanation about how blood flow works. Okay, to have proper blood flow, you have to be very specific. It's not something you can just wing. It's not something you can just tell yourself you feel okay, the blood is flowing. So there's some key components. One is anatomical alignment. Head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles. You need an expert to make sure you're anatomically aligned. You cannot just look in the mirror and say, I'm okay. This reduces aches and pains and stress on the body, which is critical for blood flow and nutrients to go to the correct areas equally. Second component, the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system, again, is critical for circulation. It's not directly blood flow, but it's correlated heavily, okay? Specific exercises and other specialists that help make sure your lymphatic system is functioning 100%. Third necessity for blood flow, circulation, heart health. Yes, you can run lipid panels and other lab panels for your health. We also like to do a cardiovascular test to make sure your heart is functioning properly and at 100%. Fourth component, electrolyte balance and proper nutrition. Drinking electrolyte water doesn't mean your electrolytes are balanced. Run proper labs, make sure you have all the vitamins and minerals you need, make sure your protein levels are adequate, and then certain machines that help you understand if you're hydrated and your electrolyte balance. Fifth component, movement. Proper movement based on your anatomical alignment helps your blood flow naturally. Again, the blood flows what transports all the nutrients throughout your body. If you're ever injured, if you have migraines, headaches, muscle pain, stomach pain, if your blood's flowing, those are all less likely to occur. It doesn't make sense to eat sustenance-rich foods if your blood can't take them to the proper areas. That's why blood flow is so critical. It is ancient wisdom, and then you use modern technology, right? Current lab work, machines that can analyze body fat, electrolyte balance, if you're hydrated. These are all critical components to living longer. What is the likelihood of getting sick if your body's nutrient rich? What is the likelihood of getting injured if your body is anatomically aligned and strong and powerful? What is the likelihood of having migraines? Or even if you're going into surgery, something you can avoid, if your blood is flowing correctly, the likelihood of healing quicker and more effectively and better is increased. When you're trying to build muscle or burn fat, when the blood is flowing, fat's transported through the system and excreted. If you're trying to build muscle, nutrients are transported through the system, you build muscle, okay? Even if you're taking medication, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I know it's necessary sometimes. The blood flow helps the medication work better. You're taking peptides, they work better. You're taking stem cells, it works better. When you're eating food, it works better with proper blood flow. Can't emphasize this enough. Blood flow is critical. It is not more important than the 7 roots. It's just one of my favorites that people just don't understand. They don't take the time and invest in themselves to understand the significance of the blood flowing correctly. And no, you cannot just wing it and feel it. It doesn't work that way. Take your time, invest in yourself so that you can live better.